Tony Inot with 3 3-pointers in the first half. 9 points. Second half is now underway. Once again, this is Martin Javier and Coach Hammer Martin Antonio taking you through this coverage. Both teams at 6 and 4 right now, trying to secure number 2. And we start off with Manalili adding on to his total.
May konting bulong pa after making that shot. And that's competitive. Competitive gusto. Gusto lang natin yung na ganyan, na madiin maglaro yung mga player natin.
And they're slowly feeling the gravity of this game. Morales, they swing. Oh, that's good interference by Manalili. So he's playing on both ends now.
Laking bagay ng Roque. Malaki na wing na very aggressive sa passing lanes. And on the flip side naman, sa kabila, nakakagamble din yung mga bigs nila. A little bit quicker itong lineup na to without Gwen Salida and Omega inside the floor.
That's right. And that forces a shot block violation on the Blazers. This lineup, this lengthy lineup, overwhelmed JRU coach. Kaya nakuha ng Letran yung malaking separation in their previous game.
Well, ako naman, out of my personal fandom, gusto ko magkaroon ng magandang laro si Celorio. So this guy is really one of the next guys. I think he is, he would be a small forward in the future, but he knows how to play.
Oh yeah, look at him. Backing down, short hook, a little wild.
Nasa corner yung shooter, hindi nakita. Open na open.
Morales. Ancheta on top here. All of a sudden, the Blazers are down by 2 possessions. Ancheta. Inot drives. Inot gets into double figures. And the continuation.
That's hard to stop. With Tony Inot with a full head of steam and you take contact on the body, he can still finish it. Sobrang dynamic scorer kasi ni Tony.
Okay, let's use this time to go back to our courtside reporter who got info from our dugouts. Nandito si Aaron D. Aaron?
After starting out scorching hot from 3 in that first quarter, the Benilde Blazers gave up some ground in that second quarter. During that halftime huddle, Coach Charles Chu mentioned, we're 63% from the field. We have no problem shooting the ball, no problem with offense. The biggest problem, it was all about the turnovers. Coach Charles Chu also told his boys to stop rushing as there were numerous times where their outlet passes would get stolen. And he also mentioned and singled out Justin Sanchez to end that huddle. Binanggit niya, you're the bad boy, right? Show it in this second half. A big challenge to one of his best players on this Benilde Blazers team. Well, will he respond well in this second half? Balik sa inyo, Martin and Coach Hammer.
That remains to be seen, Aaron. Thank you so much for that report. Sanchez will be coming off the bench to start the second half here. But those were the major problems of the Benilde Blazers as Joel Ancheta drains the three-pointer. That's their 11th three, but only their second one, Coach, since that first quarter explosion. Fourth deadlock of the game. Manalili. Celorio. No. And there's a whistle against hitting Manalili. So Letran picks up a foul, their second of the third quarter. Tony Inot is holding on to his left leg, that left ankle. And it's heavily taped up because he had a previous Achilles injury already. As we see the sequence, Tony getting into it. Oh yeah, landing awkwardly on that left leg.
But I want to see the action of Manalili. He was trying to just jump for the ball. It's a regular foul.
Yeah. But Tony is a warrior. He's gonna play on.
Just shake it off.
Yeah. And that was a major injury he came from, Coach. Yung Achilles injury, he was out for 3 months before eventually getting back to practice and right in the middle of the season, getting back in shape.
It's hard, lalo na yung timing. But now he's getting his groove back.
Yeah.
Well, 23 points a game.
Past few games for him, especially since the Ondas break. Inot heavily bothered that time. Nice defense by Letran. Estrada pulls it back and sets the table for the Knights. He scans the floor and he gets a screen from Santos. Jimboy still has it. Step back 3. Got it for Jimboy Estrada. Estrada now with 9 points. Ancheta. Rafi Celis gets a touch. Sean has the strength advantage here, but he chooses to face up. He banks it in, and the foul.
I told you, Sean O'Malley is a very, very capable post player.
But how about Jimboy Estrada?
Showing range.
Yeah.
Ang laki ng bagay nung nadagdag to sa laro niya.
Sean O'Malley right here. Kala natin baback down, ano? Faced up and then banked it home. And the continuation coming up.
Oh. I like this 5 by Benilde Blazers. Tony Inot on point guard. Tony Inot on point guard.
They are countering this lengthy lineup of Letran. Inot at the point. Maybe that's Sanchez at the 2 already, and then they'll leave Celis or Morales at the 3 and 4, and Big Sean at the center spot. And they force a miss. Inot off the back iron. Morales hustles for the rebound. Celis. Tony will set the table. Oh, Jimboy stealing it from behind. Estrada. Roque, ilalapit. June Roque off the glass.
See that step slide, maneuvering and finishing off 1 foot.
59 to 57. Inot. Celis. 8 on the 24. They go back to Tony on top. He needs to take. Forced shot by Tony Inot. Tulak mula kay Sanchez. And that's going to be the first team foul on the Blazers. Coach, that's the second time here in the third quarter that Benilde is forced to take a shot at the last moment. 59-57. The Knights are back ahead. Balik sa ating laban. And look at Jonathan Manalili right here. Gliding to the hoop. Diba? It's just too easy for Titing Manalili. He has 16 points in the ball game, alongside 4 assists and 4 steals.
And those are not pedestrian numbers. Those are very, very good numbers. But we have been spoiled for the past 3 years seeing numbers like this from the high school ranks ni Titing hanggang sa college ginagawa niya. Nagpahinga pa yan ng 1 taon last year.
Correct.
So, malaking bagay na. Kasi parang yan yung nagiging norm sa kanya eh. But don't make no mistake about it, those are exemplary numbers.
Precisely.
Oh.
Kanya normal. Sa iba, ano na yan? Full game. Output.
Career game.
Oh, career game. Yan. Ian Torres turbos to the cup, so he takes 2 free throws. That's on MDO.
Ito naman yung maganda rin sa laro ni Ian Torres. If he gets a guy backpedaling, especially big guys, he will take it strong and take it to the chest of the defenders. Ang magaling dyan yung mga guards ng San Sebastian. Ever since. Paeng Are, Hirichi at Altamirano pa, yung mga guards nila. RK, na pagka naka-downhill, talagang parang bowling ball. bibigay talaga nila Gina G. Ididiin talaga nila sa'yo. And they have the benefit of the doubt. Pag nag-swing ka pababa, tatawagan ka ng referees.
Yeah.
Ang hirap pa naman pagka... Tsaka, pack strength yan, lilitas ang kukunat. Pag tinamaan ka, mabababa mo talaga yung kamay mo.
Ibababa mo talaga.
Exactly.
Kasi kumpiyansa ka eh. Makukuha mo eh. 1-point game. 4:50 to go in the third. They swing it outside. Jun Roque misfires. Rebound, ending up with Buensalida, who scores underneath.
Throwback. Just getting it underneath, being patient, even losing and fumbling the ball ng konti, pero na-finish pa din.
61-58. Sanchez. Sean. Umali. Torres left with space. And it's an offensive foul on Sean Umali.
Illegal screen.
Erasing Jonathan Manalili from the picture here. Look at this. Oh yeah, got hit in the midsection. So another turnover for the Blazers. That's turnover number 18. Santos got it back and goes glass.
Napaganda pa yung tapik. Masyadong masikip yung pasa ni Manalili. But for some odd reason, it works. Paganda, Kevin Santos on the cut, finishing it.
The biggest lead for the Letran Knights. Umali. Torres attacks. Torres flips it up and in. And the free throw coming right up for Ian Torres.
Again, important finishing through contact. Ito, natapik na yung bola, but somehow it works. Somehow it works for the Letran Knights. Kevin Santos, gumagalaw lang dun sa shaded area. But how about this? Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Pag nakakaramdam, sa NCAA, ang mga guards, pag nakakaramdam ng contact, lalo kang susuyudin. Strong with the ball at the point of attack. And then you just finish through contact.
And that's what Ian Torres can do consistently.
Diba mga Gio Halalon, Scotty was like that.
61-63.
Si Alin, ganyan din, di ba?
Alin
Pag may
Bulanadi.
contact talaga. Inaalala ko yung mga perimeter players na pag umatake, madiin. Tapos, they just take the contact and finish.
Jun Roque. Again, Sinot. 6 to shoot. Roque. Estrada. Yes! Jim Boy knocks down the triple. And the lead is back up to 5 for the Letran Knights. Estrada now with 12. Quick timeout triggered by Coach Charles Chu. Balik sa ating laban. And Jimboy Estrada, a contested 3 right here, Coach Hammer. Yeah, but that's what he can do.
That's what's been added to his game. Yung last season, elbow, especially left elbow, left block. Yari ka kay Jimboy, i-score ng 18 yan ang pagganyan. Now, adding an extended range, coupled with his scoring on the block, and midi na going right, going left. Pakumpleto ng pakumpleto. 2 taon pa yan.
Tama. Jimboy Estrada in the game, Coach. 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 dimes.
Oh, another guy who's been playing, who played recently, Nat Montesillo. Another steady guard. So ang lalim ng guard rotation ng Letran, na panay steady. Manalili, Rosillo, Montesillo. Pangatlo na siya. Starter yan last year.
Started the season with a hand injury.
Yeah.
Kaya hindi siya nakapaglaro. Or wrist injury, hand injury.
He also had 3 assists last game. So alam mo, tas walang turnover.
Yeah.
Laking bagay niyan. Kasi yan ang tinitignan ng coaches, assist to turnover ratio. And are you able to engage your offense without turning the ball over? Pull up.
Nice decision by Estrada. Buen salida. Roque, 10 to shoot. Jimboy will feed this big guy. Aaron against Gaspay. Buen salida, no. And Sanchez secures the rebound. Ito na ang Benilde Blazers. Gaspay behind the back. Sanchez from mid-range, too strong. Agawan sa bola. It stays with the Blazers.
And that's the best version of Jake Gaspay, yung crash boards, extra possessions guy. And that's where he made his dough. During his years with ICC, he's an offensive rebounder. And just an overall menace na high-end glue guy.
Yeah. And it's been a struggle with this transition so far. Pero unti-unti, especially with the absence of Aden Liwag, nagagamit siya ng Benilde. Torres draws the foul. So Ian Torres is on attack mode here, Coach Hammer. And this is what's keeping Benilde in step with Letran.
Every time that ball is moving from east to west, nakita natin kanina pati yung tira ni Justin Sanchez. Galing sa kabila, pag-swing, tumatakbo ka, kumu-close out ka. And the moment that the offensive player jump stops, tapos yung counter move, ang hirap mag-retreat step nun pagka hindi mo ine-ensayo. So yung isang rip move, floater, good shots eh.
Yeah. Torres, maganda sa kanya, tumatama siya mula sa linya. 62-66, Ian Torres had an encouraging first season with Benilde last year.
Bata pa rin to. Dalawang taon pa to after this year.
Montesillo.
Sa Batak sa Ligan, labas sa Las Piñas yan.
Si Torres, ano?
Ian Torres.
Wow! No. Buen salida with the board. And he draws the foul. So 2 free throws coming up
Very
for
familiar.
AJ Buensalida.
Very familiar with each other. Former teammates. Itong si Buensalida at saka si Gaspay.
Gaspay. Look at this move.
Both spent time at Taft
Oh, yeah.
and then moved on. Of course, given opportunities at different places. Si Buensalida nag-LRT. Si Gaspay tumawid.
Tumawid dito. Yeah.
Actually, hindi na nga lang tawid eh. Tawid tapos kabilang kanto kasi lumipat na ng gym yung ano eh. Yung Benilde, diba? Hindi na sila dun sa in-campus nila na gym sa taas.
Yeah.
Meron na silang sports center na napakaganda. Ang ganda.
And that's needed. And that's contributing to the overall program of De La Salle College of St. Benilde. Buensalida, the second one, he misses. 0 out of 2 in that sequence, Coach. So the lead is still 3. Sanchez. Torres has been attacking, and he continues to attack. Torres. Here comes Letran. Montesillo. Tapeño falls down, and he's called for the travel.
Scouting report, they know that whenever Luis Tapeño is on that right block, aararo yan.
Former Benilde Blazer, Mark Sanco. Ito nami-miss nila yung kanyang height, length, playmaking, and leadership on the court.
Brad, yung offensive rebounding.
Yun din.
Yung offensive rebounding.
Sanchez.
Yeah, Austin Crozier. Ayun yung role niyan eh.
Crozier.
Favorite ko kasi yun eh. Pagka nasa NBA.
Of the Indiana Pacers.
Luma na, mga luma. A good foul there, given up. Saving a basket. Diba? Lefty, offensive rebounder, no-nonsense defender. Pero ito kanina pa sila nagkakaproblema kay Ian Torres. Nung pinasok si Ian Torres, ang daming paint touches ng Benilde. It's either he gets to the shaded area and drops the ball off, or he makes a layup, contested, he gets 2 free throws.
At siya yung nag-provide ng stability dito sa point guard position for the Benilde Blazers. You know, Ancheta had his moments, especially in that first quarter. But when Ian Torres checked in here in the third, he made the right decisions. He made the right calls.
Ganun naman yan. Kailangan lang.
Oh!
Oh, excessive hard contact.
It's an unsportsmanlike foul. 2 shots and a bonus possession for the Benilde Blazers. So 2 shots, this one too. Bring Benilde closer. Gaspay calmly sinks the first. Ito, yung unsportsmanlike foul.
Category 2, excessive hard contact. May buwelo kasi. Oh,
Although he missed
Kuya
the
Jonard,
second.
chop daw eh. Karate chop eh.
Oh, matik yan kay Jonard.
Downhill eh. Okay lang yung you just swipe for the ball eh. Kaya ang tinuturo ng mga coaches is here, palm to scoop. Parang suscoopin mo yung bola kung fa-foul ka. Para at least merong point of view na hindi mo hinataw, in-scoop mo yung bola.
You always have to make a play for the basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to make it obvious. Sanchez off the cut. Kahukom! No! Sanchez gets it back. Ball staying on the side of the Blazers with 13 on their clock. Coach Charles Chu barking instructions from the sidelines. Torres to trigger this one in. They go to Justin Sanchez. Sanchez makes his move. Sanchez is doubled. Nice cut. Torres scores underneath.
Good read. Going backdoor, double on Justin Sanchez. There's a numbers advantage on the opposite side. Fill in sa ilalim ng ring.
And again, Ian Torres has been the difference maker for Benilde here in the third. Estrada hounded by Celis. Montesilio misses. Torres secures the ball. And Torres looks on. Here's the heave. Kaboom! Ian Torres beats the clock and gets a big-time 3 to end the third. This one was from almost half court. No question. Basket is counted, and Benilde is back in front to end the third. We change hands at the final second. The Blazers with a 3-point lead heading into the final chapter. Balik aksyon sa NCAA Season 101 and the buzzer beater from Ian Torres to end the third frame, and more importantly, to bring the lead back to the side of Benilde. Fourth quarter begins of this crucial matchup between Letran and Benilde. Martin Javier, Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio. And we take a quick scan, Coach, of our quarter scoring here. Third quarter was won by the Blazers.
Yep, big number there, 31 points and then 21 points. If you're a defensive coach, you want to limit them to below 15 below. But that's a tall order, the way that both teams have been shooting from the outside. That's for Benilde. And for Letran, the amount of touches that they get on second chances.
That's true. Eto si Buensalida on Gaspay. Again, it was Gaspay getting the better of Buensalida in that sequence. Ian Torres. Ball goes back to Letran.
Good help side defense for the Knights. Yung tulong talaga importante, lalo na yung mga ganun. May screen sa taas, dire-diretso pababa yung atake. Ang hirap na apulahin. Lalo na pag ikaw yung sasalo sa ilalim.
Playoff type of intensity here, Coach Hammer.
Isang linggo na lang daw eh.
Isang linggo na lang. Oh. Ganda naman, umpasa. Mintis lang mula kay Roque.
Wala, hindi tatawagan. Ang lambot ng pagkaangat. Kailangan, ididiin mo talaga eh. Pagka mga floater, di tatawagan yan.
Oh, stolen away by Roque. And here he is on the move.
Yon, klarong-klarong foul. Tinalunan siya sa likod.
So Jun Roque will head to the free throw line for a couple of shots. He's provided a spark off the bench. Here's the first one.
Grabe, no? Top 12 pick coming off the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off the bench,
That's
the
true.
luxury.
That's true.
And that's the depth of talent. But top 12 ba? First round din ha? First round.
Oh, empty trip.
Yeah.
After,
Masyado na bate.
kaya kailangan tahimik lang tayo doon, ano?
Yung pero-
Free throw.
Yung ganyan.
Oh, stolen by Manalili. Roque, no! Wow, another sorry miss. Kahukom, pull-up jumper. Not that time. Celis had time. Bounce pass here. Ian Torres. Crossover, extra feed. And a shot clock violation against the Blazers will give us an opportunity to go back to Aaron D. Aaron?
We've been seeing a lot of great guard play from the Benilde Blazers. Martin and Coach Hammer, you guys talked about it earlier. And in that third quarter, we saw Ian Torres explode for a lot of points in that one. Team captain Gab Cometa credits that explosion and their increased play to Coach Charles Chu. Ika nga ni Gab that china-challenge kaming mga guards to perform ni Coach Charles because sobrang off namin these past few games. Kailangan namin mag-contribute kasi wala pa kaming pinapakita in our last 7 games. Cometa also mentioned that the biggest problem of the guards these past few games has been them imploding when things get intense because in this fourth quarter, we're gonna be seeing if the CSB guards like Ian Torres, like Gab Cometa can lead the Blazers to victory. Balik sa inyo, Martin and Coach Hammer.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Hasn't been Gab Cometa. It's been, you're right, Ian Torres with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists to pace the Benilde Blazers today. And he's been making things happen. But right now, they're also getting stops on the other side, Coach.
Both teams
Yeah.
actually getting stops. Letran, handful of golden opportunities to make the score closer.
Yeah.
Care of June Roque. Sila makabutas.
Celis sinks the second one. Lead is 4 for Benilde. They're trying to make it 2-0 versus Letran in season 101. Santos. Jim Boy, step back jumper. And here comes Rafi Celis. Letran falling into a dry spell. Torres looks for the clearance. Sanchez. Oh, good help from Santos, but Sanchez got it back and placed it in.
Not giving up on that play. Yeah, I got blocked, but I would finish the shot.
72-66, the poke, and Rafi Celis breaks away. The Blazers with a surge to begin the fourth quarter. And the lead is back up to 8. Balik sa ating laban. Jonathan Manalili. Ito yung mga mintis kanina ni Jun Roque. Layup. Blown on the move. And Justin Sanchez right here. Resilient on the play. Stuck with it. Ito yung pinapalakpakan mo, Coach Hammer. The effort by Rafi Celis.
Mula first quarter, Martin, siya na yung tumatrabaho dyan. Pressuring. Hindi maliit si Rafi Celis. He is around 6'3". Long arms. It's so hard to pressure. Kailangan willing ka na defender. The stats would not reflect it most of the time, but he's been doing a heck of a job. Defense. Kaya ang lalim ng hinga niya. Kasi yung Manalili yung tao niya the whole time eh.
Yeah, that's it.
Lalim ng hinga niya oh. At saka pick up siya full court.
Ngayon, siya pa rin tumatao and you know, this Benilde team has forced Letran to a 0-5 start, 0 out of 5 start from the field. Manalili has the basketball. They badly need to score. Titing, left with space. He misses the triple try. Buen salida, another chance. Wala pa rin. 0 out of 7 to begin the fourth quarter for Letran.
And picking up defensively itong Benilde. Ang ganda na tinatakbo nila on the defensive side. Offense will take care of itself, but defensively, they're on point. Natatanggal nila yung bola dun sa kamay nang kailangan na may hawak.
Sanchez makes his move. Good help by Estrada. And he completes the steal. Here comes Manalili. Had initial trouble picking up the basketball. Eventually getting it to Jimboy Estrada. Estrada against the longer Sanchez. Naagawan na naman. Ito na si Rafi Celis. Celis, Sanchez with a finish. It's back to a double-digit lead for the Letran Knights, or for the Benilde Blazers rather.
Nicely ran fast break. Just recognizing nasan yung finishers.
15-0 run in the last 4 minutes for Benilde. Quahao misses badly.
And this is powered by their defense. They're getting stops and they're executing under duress. Yung mga points nila galing sa mga pulot, galing sa second chances.
Kanina, nung first half natin, it was actually Letran outworking Benilde. Kahukom, unable to sneak it in. Almost halfway through. Dito po sa ating fourth quarter. And Letran still hasn't scored. Manalili to Buen salida again. He is crowded. Santos, finally a field goal for Letran.
Good recognition. Find the pass closer to the basket.
76-68. Torres will pull back. 9 to shoot, 7 to shoot. Torres for 3. And Sanchez with the offensive rebound. Torres with the open look. 2 misses for Torres from long range. Ito na si Jonathan Manalili. If Letran wants to get back here, it needs to start now. Beo Quahao.
Very quiet in this game. We haven't mentioned him because he hasn't knocked down a shot yet.
Quahao, 0 out of 4, coach, from the field. But how about Benilde? Rafi Celis starting the break and then making the right decision, setting up Justin Sanchez, who was alone underneath. And then the lone field goal so far for the Letran Knights in the fourth frame came from just Kevin Santos right there. Quahao, 7 to shoot. Quahao. And Inot will pick up the foul.
So no basket there on that downhill drive by Deo Quahao. That was a blocking foul.
So Letran, for them, that's their first team foul. Peter Rosillo is back in the ball game. Titing Manalili gets a few minutes of rest. Rosilio. Jimboy. Too strong. The Knights are 1 out of 10.
That was an open shot. Clean shot yun.
Look at the drought for the Letran Knights. Only 1 field goal made in almost 10 minutes. That's almost a quarter. Celis behind the back. Inot bothered by Buensalida. And we have a foul here. 3.5 to go. Big atake. Nung Rafi Celis setting up Tony Inot, who was bothered. That's good defense played by Buensalida.
Just hands up, challenging.
Santos getting it to Quahao. So Rosilio. Buensalida. Here's the matchup against Sean. AJ will back down. Buensalida getting it back to Rosilio. Shot clock winding down. Good commitment by Sean Umani. And Joel Ancheta is gone on the break.
Good show by Sean O'Malley being active. Yun na naman. Defending the pick and roll.
Deo Quahao misfires. Still hasn't been able to buy a basket in this game. Ito si Deo Quahao. Ito mo to. Yeah, that's show.
Ang lapad ng traffic kung naiikutan mo eh. And pipick up siya ng bola, si Rosilio. Kaya nakagaw.
To put off itong si Peter Rosilio. Tony Inot has the basketball. Sean O'Malley puts it on the deck. Sean against 2. Missing. Offensive board ending up with the Blazers. And that's been the main adjustment for Benilde in the second half. The second chance opportunities. Umani missing again. Another offensive board. As this time, it sticks with Benilde. Coach.
Effort, please. Effort, please.
Yeah.
That's what's been giving the Benilde Blazers extra possessions.
Wow, Coach. Bigger development here on this loose ball play. Tony Inot just picked up his 5th foul. So, -1 yan sa sakit ng ulo nitong Letran. Inot will finish the game with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 dimes as Rosilio proceeds to the free throw line. These are needed by Peter Rosilio and Letran, although he misses the first. The Knights, ever since that 9 out of 9 start in the first quarter, only 3 out of 7. Second one is good.
So 2 minutes and 12. A lot of basketball, but they need to get a stop here. Quick stop and then get a quick basket.
Ancheta is pressured. Rafi Celis is forced to bring the ball across. And we are approaching pressure cooker time. 4th quarter, last 2 minutes, Coach. And Benilde with time on their side. That's not a good foul from Aaron Buensalida, although that's only their 2nd team foul. So now, Coach, as we see the sequence, Buensalida fouling Ancheta. Dalawang maliit na gwardiya.
Yep.
Para dito sa Benilde Blazers.
A little bit more ball handling. Tsaka hindi maliit si Torres, matangkad siya na gwardiya. Mukha lang siyang maliit kasi point guard yun nilalaro niya. Pero sinlaki niya si Estrada, sinlaki niya si Quahao. And he plays point.
And here he is. Main difference maker for Benilde in the second half. Ball is tapped to Jimboy. Estrada will make his move. Jimboy with some quick points. About time he got to work. Talking about Jimboy Estrada, Jomel Ancheta. Heavy pressure by Letran. This is just good recognition by Jimboy Estrada. You know, they needed quick points. We're inside the final minute and a half of this game. Sanchez. Oh, almost losing it. Ancheta has it. 12 to shoot. Sanchez baseline. Oh, he'll be fouled. And that's the final foul to give for Letran. So AJ Buensalida, Letran's best big in this game, Coach Hammer, fouls out. Omega enters the game. Buensalida will finish with 10 points and 8 boards. Jomel. Sanchez. Rimmed out. Letran needs to go quickly. They're behind by 7. Oh, Manalili. May iniinda dito. Jimboy for 3. Air mills the 3-point attempt, Coach Hammer.
Biggest cramping na.
So Rosilio will check back in. And the Knights, their window slowly closing. The Blazers shutting them down here in the 4th quarter. Ravi Celis. Sanchez. Ancheta. Wasting some time. That's a kick by Rosilio. .1. Manalili is being stretched out, experiencing cramps on the right calf. Yeah. Torres triggering to Manalili. Celis. Sanchez, yes! Finishing touches for Benilde. 80-71. And the Knights will let this one go. MDO for 3. 13.8. Let's see if this is still doable for Letran. But Ancheta will pull back wisely and melt the clock. The Blazers, courtesy of a big second half, take care of the Letran Knights. The final score is 80-74, and they continue to lock down that number 2 spot in Group B.
Back-to-back games that they showed great defensive effort in the 4th quarter against San Beda, against Letran. On point defensively itong Benilde Blazers.
Great adjustment in the halftime break for Coach Charles Chu. Ian Torres is our player of the game, who scored 11 of his 15 points in the second half. Made things happen for Benilde. When he checked in, the final score is 80-74. Benilde is now 2-0 against the Letran Knights. Now we listen to the Lasallian hymn. The final score is 80-74. It's a win for Benilde. And again, they continue to occupy second place in Group B. Pagbalik po natin, mga kapuso, nakakausap natin ang ating winning head coach. Huwag kayong alis, magbabalik ang NCAA Season 101.